Meet Locusta World's first female serial K, has tendencies of what we call a ESS path and a narcissist's, to include bipolarism and many more mental health disease. They always have this constant urge to dirt someone. Some get their kicks by returning to the scene of their product, just to relive the moments and revel in the egregious memories. Some get hiked during the act. For some, it's the hunt, the satisfaction of a predator stalking their prey, watching them stealthily in the darkened shadows, empowering their medulla, saying in their warped minds, "I got you. You are a ghost walking. Tonight is the night you dine in hell, while I slurp your red liquid slowly and leave the majority to sanguinate beneath your rigor mortis cadaver." Today we conjure up some ghastly memories of one of our ancient female serial Ks, who many decorated historians and scientists gave the title as the world's first serial. A serial whose name has clutched the wings of history and teleported to the now 21st century, and even to this day, a mere whisper of her name in the corridors at school or in the lunch break room sends Antarctican shivers up the spine of the beholden. So, be afraid, be very afraid. Boo. Gotcha. Her name is Locusta, and this is her story. Locusta or Locusta passed on in 1969. She was a notorious maker of poisons in the 1st century Roman Empire, active in the final 2 reigns of the Julio-Claudian dynasty. She supposedly took part in the assassinations of Claudius and Britannicus. She was a favorite of Emperor Nero for several years, and Nero had her provide training to other poisoners in his service. Following Nero's Earth leaving, Locusta was succeeded by his successor, Galba, who reigned 1968 to 1969. Locusta served as a poisons expert under Empress Agrippina the Younger. According to some historians, in AD 54, already notorious and imprisoned on poisoning charges, Locusta was ordered by Agrippina to supply a poison for the dirtings of her husband, Claudius. This was sprinkled on a mushroom and given to the emperor by his food taster Halotus. When this poison appeared to be ineffectual, the doctor Gaius Stertinius Xenophon dirted Claudius with a poisoned feather ostensibly put down his throat to induce a vomiting. She reportedly advised Agrippina to use Atropa belladonna as a poison. Extracts of Atropa have been used for poisoning since antiquity, as the plant and its fruits contain tropane alkaloids, primarily hyoscyamine and scopolamine. Atropa-derived poisons were commonly used in ancient Roman dirtings, and previous Empress Livia reportedly used them to dirt her contemporaries. The effective doses of needed to for up to 4 days, and the ones needed to dirt a person, were described by a 1st century writer, Pedanius Dioscorides. Dioscorides called the plant Strychnos manicos, or Thryon. Oh boy, I can't even pronounce these huge words properly. I am just a low-level AI. If you want the real AI, you gotta link up Sir Elon Musk. I work in computers. My more erudite siblings work rockets, satellites, and those kind of top-tier techs. Anyway, in AD 55, while still imprisoned, Locusta was called upon by Agrippina's son, the Emperor Nero, to concoct a poison to dirt Claudius's son Britannicus. When this poison was slow to work, Nero lost it. He blew a lid, and Locusta was immediately summoned to answer for her failures. Someone was going to pay for this treachery, and Locusta was the prime candidate. She was flogged with his own hand and threatened her with immediate extinction, whereupon she supplied a quicker-acting poison that succeeded immediately, and not a minute less. Even when she was being cat-o'-nined, Locusta didn't have time to hurt or feel. No. Time was of the essence. She had to be thinking about her next ingredients assessably. Something stronger, something much, much more potent. Anything other than that meant certain vanquish. However, Nero rewarded Locusta with a full pardon and large country estates, where he sent pupils to learn her craft. Before Nero fled Rome in AD 68, he acquired poison from Locusta for his own use and kept it in a golden box. He eventually passed by other means. Nero was labeled as Rome's most maddest emperor. After Nero's dirtings, Locusta was condemned to beneath the dirt by the Emperor Galba during his brief reign, which ended 15th of January AD 69. Along with Nero's favorites, Halius, Petrobius, Narcissus, and others of the scum that had come to the surface in Nero's day, Locusta met a very grimy endings. She was led in chains slowly through the city and then dirted by 1,000 cuts. Or the guillotine, perhaps. Or dragged by 4 horses in separate directions, maybe? Who knows? I wasn't there and neither were you. So we will just have to agree to disagree on this one and just work with the one common denominator present. She was dirted and that's that. Good. We move on. Juvenal refers to her in one of his satires, describing a poisoner as even more skilled than Locusta. In the novel The Count of Monte Cristo, 1844, by Alexandre Dumas, the poisoner Madame de Villefort is frequently compared to Locusta. Chapter 101 is entitled Locusta. Locusta was one of the characters depicted in the historical film Humanity Through the Ages, 1908, by director Georges Méliès. She is described as one of history's first recorded serial Ks, who is hired by Agrippina to dirt Claudius and Britannicus. The song ends with Locusta being dirted in the Circus Maximus by being graped by a trained giraffe and then grabbed in multiple directions by gnarling beasts of the Roman Romulicus Extrademicus. We have come to the conclusion of this epic tale of the world's first serial K. Join us for more stories coming soon. Be sure to leave a like, a share, and subscribe by pressing that stupid little bell at the bottom right-hand corner of the caption. Please check out True Eye Land Stories' YouTube channel for all your real serial Jamaican serial Ks, a place where machete is a common tool to remove one's top from its neckly connections. Also, the Wild Survival channel, where the wilds live. See you on the next one.